That too.
But I can't swim.
Yes, you can't swim. Anyway, hey everybody, welcome back. Our last hour.
I gotta piss. It was a long night.
Okay.
Okay.
That was Zach. All right.
Even so.
Next morning, Zach is doing his training with the great sword, and then he remembers something he's been meaning to do since the tower, and he's gonna approach Ulfgar and ask him to train Percy's mind, since he seems to be the smartest one there. He is the smartest one there, without a doubt. And that's something I can't do. So he'll just approach Ulfgar and he'll say, Master Dwarf, I have a favor I need to ask you. I hope you don't mind the interruption.
Of course, I was just reading this journal.
Oh, I didn't know you had a journal.
It's not mine.
Did you find it in the town?
In the goblin place we were just at.
Oh, is it of any significance?
It's not a very good read, and I hand it to you.
Oh, I'll check it out in a moment. I don't want to be rude. So, would it be possible for you to do some lessons with Percy? I can train his body. I can make him stronger. But I'm not that great when it comes to training the mind. I don't question your ability to know things. You've unlocked mysteries already that would have killed us if we didn't know. So, can I ask this favor of you?
Why not?
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, his book.
Alright. Yeah, you can take a look at it. It does seem to be most likely the Dreadlords. It details...
Do I know... Okay. I know... we've talked about this before, and I'm not sure how much Zach knows. Does he know about the previous ones?
You would know that... Yes, you probably would have known about that there had been 3 Dreadlords. That it is... You're not sure how the title was inherited, though.
Okay.
You don't know if it's like... Because no one knows what necessary race they are, or anything like that, or if they're the same race. There's so few information, you know.
All right. So, I mean, Zach is going to be talking about this all day, because we have information.
Yeah, this details victories, military maneuvers, and strategies of the Dread armies, but it does seem to be of the Dreadlord Xander's, the last Dreadlord. The one that you had dealt with. Well, not personally, but, your forces.
Yeah.
And again,
yeah,
it does hint at this kind of strange dark pact with some kind of power that gives the Dreadlord the urge to bring death to everything. And that, again, it's lessened here in this world. Like, almost like there's a voice telling you to just murder all life. And now it's a little quieter.
I'm going to ask the magic users about it. I always assume Zach thinks Signe knows everything about magic. And he thinks Ulfgar knows everything about everything. Like, he just is a historian. So, like, Zach's going to go to Signe and he's going to ask about a pact. What does that mean? Is that, like, a spell?
Signe, I'll just note something that...
She can't talk.
Yeah.
I bet.
I'll note
Here's the thing. Well, go ahead, but...
Something unusual happened last night anyway for you.
Great!
You heard strange whispers.
And I can't find my journal.
You heard strange whispers. These whispers seem to almost call out to you from something. And you're not sure where. But they kind of disturbed your sleep a little bit.
Cool. But yeah, when you go up to Signe, She doesn't move. She doesn't respond. She just stares straight ahead. Badly.
She doesn't, like she's not walking?
She's been following you guys.
Alright, I'll wave my hand in front of her face. Nothing? No reaction?
Nothing.
Is Fafnir reacting?
He's
I'm
just
gonna
curled
touch
up on her
Fafnir.
shoulders.
Where's
I'm gonna touch
Ulfgar
him.
when you
Does he
need him?
react?
Yeah, he reacts. He hisses at you.
Oh, Master Dragon. What's wrong with Signe? I'm gonna say it like he can understand me. I don't know if he can.
He can understand you, but he can't speak back.
Mm-hmm.
He just
Is there
curls up
something
tighter
wrong with
around
her?
her shoulders. He just curls up tighter around her shoulders.
Alright, I'm gonna put the journal away for now, and I'll just kind of follow Signe, with, like, trying to protect her, just to keep an eye on her, to make sure she doesn't...
Is that some kind of vermin?
What, my baby? Where's my baby?
No, it's a dragon of
As
some
there's this
sort.
crunching noise coming from the troll,
I'm gonna look. Is he eating something?
he's eating one of those large moles. He's just like seemingly is chewing on the top of it, like crunching through bone and all.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's efficient.
It's still like twitching a little bit, so you're pretty sure it may not have been
Oh.
fully dead when he'd been on its head.
It's gross.
Lord,
You're a death
Fafnir.
rider.
does this happen often?
What language are you speaking?
Draconic.
Okay. Happened once. Long time ago. Wasn't part of her now. Wasn't part of her then.
Do we need to be concerned, and is there a way we can fix it?
If doesn't wake up weak. Don't know.
A week?
Weak.
Is
Can
it
still
speaking
fight.
to you? Is that thing speaking to you, Ulfgar?
Yes.
Aye, they're speaking the dragon tongue. I got a couple of words, but I only got a smidgen.
Oh,
I don't know a lot of it.
It seems we can't do much.
He's
other
going to...
than wait and hope.
Effectively, the troll will ask you where the toilet is in Draconic. Or the closest equivalent to that.
You know enough
Where's
to
the
get by, I
piss
see.
Crunch.
Oh, I get it, because it's like a tourist. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I get it. Baño? Yeah.
Wo ist die Toiletten?
It took me a second. I couldn't find the toilet.
Wherever you like.
Oh. The dead stairhead does remind me.
Oh.
Fingercutter.
We'll do
Oh
it
yeah,
against
I've
it
cut
that
his
way.
fingers out at this point.
Yes.
I would have to do it after we woke up.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So like the next night, or do you want to do it right away? It's up to you. It's your spell.
As soon as I could, like,
Okay.
Okay.
You wake up and you're like, speak.
as we were walking. Why not?
Okay.
Like, oh yeah. Hey.
Talk about morning breath.
Do we hear that?
Well, he was casting a spell. I mean, it takes 10 minutes to cast Speak with Dead. You kinda noticed.
No, I mean, do we hear it speaking? Do we hear the
Oh
noise? or
no,
is it, like, too
it's
over-
one action. The duration is 10 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, it's duration 10 minutes, one action. I'm sorry, I thought it was for a second there. I was... God. Yeah. Long day. Don't mind me.
What do you want to ask it?
Oh, you did it already. Oh, I thought we'd have time to plan questions. Shit.
I gave you all the long rest.
Yes, I'm sorry. I was injured. Anyways.
How many are there? What's their size? What's their numbers?
I don't think that's as important as because we have figures. We have the paperwork that gave us figures. I think what's important is, does he know what the Dreadlord was planning to do next?
Well, we get more than one question, right?
5.
Yeah.
Okay, what the Dreadlord plans next is a good one. They might not have written everything down. Also, they might have had losses that we don't know about, too.
Yeah, I know, but, like, the numbers aren't as important. Like, if we have extra questions, I think we should ask that. But,
Yeah.
like, we should
What does
find
the
out what the
Dreadlord
current...
plan next?
To devour all your souls!
Wow, I wasn't expecting that.
I'm going to continue cutting figures off.
I mean, it doesn't really react to it.
I know, it's just kind of fun.
Uh-huh.
Um,
You're just, like, sawing fingers off as it's, like, kind of partially animated.
Yep. I'm a dick.
You don't really have to saw. If you get, like, down deep enough, you can just kind of pop it out of the joint.
Yeah.
What? Okay, what are the like? How large is the army that is with the Dreadlord?
How large is your army?
Infinite.
We're not going to get numbers
Anything
out of this
useful.
one.
Yes.
How many roads must a man walk that now?
How many of the generals are with him?
How many generals made it?
All of them.
Okay, that's not good.
Maybe the
Yeah,
Dreadlord's
Chance,
location?
Zach, you would have known that beyond the racial commanders, if you were speaking directly with the generals, there were 6 unique creatures that were the generals of the Dread Army.
Yeah.
Maybe the Dreadlord's location?
Yeah, I guess. Trying more direct.
Where is the Dreadlord?
In your nightmares!
This guy's a dick. Is the general fully powered? Like, is he? How can I ask that?
Is the Dreadlord at his full strength?
Always!
Alright.
Ah!
This guy's not useful at all.
He's useless.
No.
He's useless. I mean, we found out about the generals. That's
I
important.
just dropped the body.
Uh-huh.
Can I finish it?
Can you take his head off, please?
Yes.
I mean, Ulfgar, you would recognize that if it recognized you as an enemy, basically because you are the guys that killed him, he is hostile and doesn't need to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
No, I get it. He's still a dick.
He's still a dick.
I'm just doing what they asked me to.
Yeah.
Well, that was useless, but thank you. Maybe next time we wear masks.
What is your name? What is your quest?
We could have had Percy ask the questions.
Oh, God.
He doesn't recognize Percy. Then Percy will screw it up.
I mean, probably, but it would have been... maybe? I don't know.
Percy.
Yes?
Get over here.
Oh, yeah. Hello?
It's time to begin your lessons.
Oh, all right.
Zach laughs as he's like, his hands are just on Sydney's shoulder to make sure she doesn't like trip. I don't know how messed up she is. Like, he's worried about her.
Carry the body, Percy. Bring the head.
Wait. Are those 2 separate things?
Now.
Here's the head.
Oh. Do I need the body and the head?
He'll carry the head.
I hope you don't mind. The eyes are gone.
Wait, what? I'm confused.
Just carry the body and follow me.
All right.
Chance, stop taking things off of him. Please.
So, I'm just going to start detailing medical information, including anything that might be helpful during a battle. Like, if this is nicked, you're either fucked unless you get help. So you should aim for that.
Okay.
That would actually be easy because you can look in the neck.
Yeah, like the neck and the thigh. Like, I'm pointing out all of these different body parts. I'm just teaching him today about where to hit or where you need to run if you get hit.
He's learning.
I'm gonna walk over and just drop the eyes in Percy's open one hand.
He doesn't have an open hand. He is a small being carrying a small being.
Remember,
it's like,
he's a young guy.
Yeah.
He's young.
It's basically like you dragging around a corpse. It's the exact same thing. They are the same size.
Okay, does the corpse have any pockets?
Probably not anymore. You took off like his armor and stuff, which is probably what his pockets would have been in. They wear loincloths otherwise. Goblins don't have great pants.
Fine.
How old is Percy?
He looks about 10.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't realize
I
he
was
was
thinking
that
16,
young.
but okay.
No.
I didn't realize he was 10.
He's young.
I was thinking older too, so.
Then I'm
I
maybe
think-
nicer.
I think he is technically a little older than that, but he looks about 10. So he looks young for his age.
He's great for night training.
Yeah.
He's young.
He's probably like 12, 13, actually.
Okay.
So he is right at that, like, early night training age, too.
That does make it a little softer of a blow that he was, like, stupid and was like, oh, the castle's that way.
Yeah, no. Yeah. He's a young boy. He's not...
In my mind, when you first said that, I was thinking he was, like, 18. And I was like,
No.
that fucking idiot.
No. He is not that old.
I was thinking like 15, so.
Alright.
I mean, I thought you were just being harsh on him so he doesn't do something stupid like that again. So that's what I was just assuming.
Zach would be still harsh on him, but, like, he's not being mean to him. He's just... There's that... He's the teacher and the kid's a student relationship.
Yes.
And he's keeping it that way. But, like, also protecting him, but not trying to be his father. He's not trying to instill that kind of relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways.
Okay.
I'm sure he's nicer than Ulfgar is.
Yes, Ulfgar has him carrying around a goblin corpse, which is pretty difficult in and of itself. And then, like,
and
then Chance keeps trying to throw a head or eyes or something at him, and it's like trying to balance that also. Because you need kind of two hands to carry a goblin corpse.
If he doesn't have an open hand, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
It's the dwarven way. You focus your mind and body, and if you don't learn, you get hurt because you fucked up somewhere.
Ulfgar, do you want these?
What?
It's the eyes.
No.
Okay. He throws them over his shoulder.
What is with demon disfigurement?
I hate these things.
So?
It's really creepy! This thing is oozing!
Respect your teacher, Percy.
I mean, Ulfgar's my teacher? And you?
You have
Ulfgar
two
will
right
teach
now.
you and hit your mind. He'll train your mind. I can train your body. But Ulfgar is a master.
Yeah. I mean, I was talking about Chance, but okay.
I was asked to cut the head off.
Oh.
I'm gonna say I did
Not
ask
to
him
mutilate
cut
the
it off so it can't be
rest.
raised. But yeah, I'm just gonna say in a lower voice to Percy. I'm gonna be like, watch out for Chance's
He seems angry.
Yeah. Well, Percy, I don't know if you know what these goblins did to us, but it hurt. They took away a lot of people.
So,
I don't really know a lot about that.
We'll talk about this later.
Okay.
Continue your lesson.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Master Dwarf. You know.
every
So-
day that we spend traveling, like, is filling his head with all the information that Ulfgar knows, which he will save the gods for last.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
And-
god.
Percy actually seems to be learning quite quickly.
In fact, at night, Ulfgar will use the spells that he hasn't used during the day to actually create wounds, either in himself or Zach or Chance, whoever volunteers, or even Percy himself,
Zach would let you wound him. He'll
for
If-
Percy to learn how to put back together, basically.
Actually, what we'll do is, if you're telling me that you need wounds, Zach will have Percy fight him, but not censor it. Like, he'll take he'll use a real blade with him. But like, Zach's gonna hold back, of course. But if he leaves an opening, he'll take it, and then you can show him the wound closure. Like, because Percy needs to get used to battle. Like, you get hurt in battle.
I got
It's
the
really
scars
hard
to
for,
prove it.
Like a 10-year-old, but
Yes.
live in a very harsh world, guys. He's gonna die. Everybody, he's gonna die if I don't train him.
It's fine. You will notice something interesting about Percy, though, Ulfgar. He does seem to actually retain, like, everything you tell him. Perfectly.
Huh.
This is something that Zach would have never noticed, because Zach is teaching him how to fight, which requires a lot of just hands-on smacking stuff. But the boy seems very adept at things that would be more intelligence-based. He seems to have a photographic memory.
I will, after a few days, we will eventually get to the gods, and then a few days after that, I will ask him to recite the history of my god.
He can actually do it then.
All right, good to know. Anyways, you were gonna say something before we talked about the training.
Yeah.
Um.
Wait.
Okay. Go ahead.
No, how many days are we on the road for?
It's probably like another couple more days. You will notice, Signe, that each time you lay down to sleep, the strange whispers continue. There's something odd about them, too. It's... At first, when you heard it, it was kind of creepy. Like the first night. But each night after that you kind of hear these whispers, it's not the same. But it seems similar to your patron. Like that when you connected with it.
Every night, Zach will make sure Sydney's taken care of, like make sure she gets food. I don't know if she feeds herself. Is she doing that? Okay. But so he'll bring her whatever stew, a bowl of stew or whatever, so she'll eat. He's not like he'll keep bringing it up to Ulfgar. Like, do you know what's going on? Like, what's wrong with her?
I guess I'll do a... what check would this even be? To try to figure out.
Signe, is this psychological, I guess?
Muted.
Wisdom check? For psychological damage?
We can't hear you.
We can
Yeah.
hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yay!
Yep, it disconnected a bit again. Yes, it'd be more psychological, so probably a medicine check.
Yeah, medicine probably could do it. You know, you're using some dwarven psychology.
Dwarven
Smoke
psychology.
this pipe weed.
Hit them in the head until they stop.
Yep, fixed it. Here, let's drill a hole over here and let out the humors.
If I converse with Fafnir trying to figure this out, can I get advantage?
He doesn't know anything about it.
Damn.
The
Sadly.
answer would be no.
Alright. 12. Not great.
Nah. You you didn't get into, like, diseases of the mind as much as you did diseases of the body. That never was quite your thing. Because, I mean, like, as a gravedigger, you only dealt normally with the aftermath of a lot of times the diseases of the body. Diseases of the mind are just something that you didn't see a lot, and therefore, even if you learned some stuff back in your teachings, it was never reinforced. Like, you could, when you were checking out a body, you could see wounds and, like, remember, like, your tasks of, like, repairing bodies when you saw that. But this is just, it's outside your basic peer review most of the time.
Zach is also studying the journal every night.
Okay.
Before bed, just reading it. He'll even read it out loud. Does it speak of the chest or heads at all?
Chest or
Because
head.
he's still not going to put 2 and 2 together.
No, that will not talk of that. At most, there might be like a vague reference to the other Dreadlords, just basically that they were there, that legacies almost, and that the fact that the same pact seems to have been through all 3 of them. You can pick that up too.
So the other Dreadlords still live, if they were there. Where are they now? Anyways, we'll just keep heading back to the cave. Zach does not know anything that's in that chest.
Nope.
he was on the floor right.
Yep.
I'm whittling bolts, by the way, while we're walking.
Oh, I just realized there might be something that would know about it. Please, Mads, please roll me a d20. Not that anybody but Ulfgar could communicate with it.
Fafnir.
Fafnir was with Signe.
Oh my god!
Fafnir knows about them! Fafnir would have seen everything. Fafnir was fine. Fafnir probably was with Signe, but was watching Ulfgar because Ulfgar moved Signe, and then was, like, concerned about, having help. Fafnir probably doesn't know anything about the boxes, but knows that he probably had the strange containers and probably threw them in the bag of holding and things like that. He probably would know at least that much. But A, only can converse with Ulfgar, and B, Signe's not in condition to converse.
This might be metagaming.
Uh-huh.
Can you do a performance check to try to tell us?
Well, honestly, Fafnir would just say, heads? Weird heads? Heads?
Okay,
Weird
so-
heads? Over and over again until Ulfgar says something back.
He might mention it because, like,
You're muted.
Signe... Well, I guess, like, since Fafnir's trying to help Signe, too, is, like, probably would give suggestions on things that could help her. That mostly,
He's trying to be Signe's mouth right now.
which probably a lot of the suggestions would not work.
Yeah, no.
You mean the ones in the chest? In Draconic.
Heads,
Yeah, we
weird
get
heads,
it. We get
talk.
it. We know, Tim.
Talk
Heads.
weird heads?
The heads talk.
You talk weird heads.
I talk to the weird heads.
So weird
Okay.
watching that thing talk to you.
Fell.
Accidentally still in Draconic. Zach, can you bring me the bag?
It's so weird to see you guys talk. You're hissing back and forth, and
Sorry, Zach.
yeah,
Bring me the bag.
yeah, sure, here. Oh,
Reach in. Scramble around till I find the chest around God knows what else.
Yeah. It pops out.
Open
A
up.
familiar-looking chest that this time doesn't cause horrible amounts of pain to whoever opens it.
Oh, when he goes to open it, there's a flinch in Zach.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because
Are you afraid of
You gotta
chests
remember-
now?
Zach gets stabbed, and he's like, "All right, let's go." That should hurt me, like hurt. All right.
I'm gonna look at you and go, are you afraid of chests now?
No, it's just I'm not good with mind stuff. That thing hurt my mind or my body. I don't know how to explain it. It hurt.
Chest hurt your mind. Is that why you were screaming?
Yeah, when that was when I opened that, I blacked out in pain.
Excuse me, heads. Can you talk?
You're casting Speak with Dead on them?
Oh, I'm just seeing if they talk right away first.
Oh, no.
Before
No
I cast a
response.
spell.
No response.
Then yes, speak with dead.
I mean, I have a mouth.
Okay. So, you cast Speak with Dead on the head, and you instantly feel like something just went wrong with the spell.
Oh, God.
As the
okay.
one just opens its eyes, and in a very guttural voice, which, let me just check something here on your character sheets, because I need to see.
Thanks, Fafnir.
Mm-hmm.
Dwarvish,
Try!
Common, and Primordial.
Yeah, what were your languages?
Dwarvish, Common, and Primordial.
Okay.
I want to see
Goblin
Fafnir's-
and common.
Okay.
Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, Draconic, and Celestial.
Okay. This head will be speaking in Celestial, but it's speaking with an accent you have never heard of before, because it's like a bastardized version of it almost. Like you could almost feel like there's like a corruption to it.
Hint, corruption.
But can I still understand?
You're not Sander.
You'd be correct.
So, the whelp did not bring us anymore. Left us to rot. It like sneers at you. Because this thing is like, as I said, it's just like half gone. You can't tell what race it is. Just like this horrible, scarred, burnt humanoid head. Just floating in this, like, case.
What are you? Who are you?
A nightmare incarnate.
Would Zach be able to put 2 and 2 together? I know he can't understand what they're saying. That there's 2 heads and 2 previous dreadlords.
Yeah, you can give me like an insight. We'll say you can say insight.
10.
Yeah, you're like, this is weird.
Yeah, this is weird. Why would people keep heads?
Yeah.
Are you the one whispering into my friend's ear?
Oh. No.
Bullshit.
Yeah. No. Well, it's like you do get this realization that it's like it was like a oh, and then no.
You should tell me how to fix her before I feed you to a dragon turtle.
I'm already dead. What threats mean nothing. Your attempts to bring back my spirit, well, a facsimile of it would not have worked. My soul, what left of it, is trapped in this little box, in a dead head. So of course you got all of me.
You know, how strong is this diamond, do you think? It's not all the way through. There's liquid in there and a head. We could probably break it. Burn the head.
Good luck to you.
Are you saying this to us?
Yeah,
or-
yeah.
Oh.
We were
I mean-
constructed with a purpose. One that makes us difficult to get rid of. But then again, I'm already dead, so...
I'd presume that it would have some kind of protection on it.
Yeah. You know what I think actually might make better sense is this seems some kind of like ritual thing, keeping the heads. What if we take it to the church? Maybe they can remove a curse on it or whatever. Like, bless them.
Perhaps. Ted, I'm sure the other 3 can carry the orb here. And I hand him the chest. Take that thing and walk a decent distance away from us.
Okay. To walk away. I mean, at the end of 10 minutes, it will go silent again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep an eye on Signe while they're having that conversation. Does she, like, anything happen to her? Does it affect her?
No. Makes no effect to her.
So she's still blank and just there.
Yep.
Oh,
She's
Signe, what's
still
going
there.
on with you? And I'll give her soup, stew, and bread. What's going on with you, Signe?
Lord Fafnir, they didn't give me any useful information.
Tried.
Was there something I should have asked instead?
Don't know.
Well, this is all very helpful. Is there anything I should know about that could help?
Not that I know.
Not that you know.
Should we keep the heads, Ulfgar? Do you think it's worth it?
I have no idea.
They seem... I'm getting a bad feeling about them. But I don't know why. I feel like they're cursed. Who keeps heads? And those boxes were well crafted. I mean, you would know better than anything about how hard it is to craft a gem like that.
Because I'm a dwarf.
Yes, was that wrong? Was that mean? I'm sorry. I didn't mean it to be that way. Just no, I wasn't trying to. Look, I have a lot of dwarf friends.
Dwarf lives matter.
I'm fucking with you.
Oh, thank you. I just realized you knew a lot about the floor and the room and the map area, and that was all stone, so... I don't know. It just seems odd. We had that chest the next day. Signe was acting this way.
Well, I'm hoping distance fixes that. If not, I'll make Ted wait a day and then follow us. If
You could do
still
that.
she does not come out of it, then it may not be a distance thing with the heads anymore.
Okay.
She seems to have random issues in general. No offense to her.
I mean, I don't know.
So do you. Many.
We all have baggage. But I mean her not speaking for days at end at times.
Well, this happened... Last time this happened, she did the glow thing, with the light out of her mouth and eyes, and, do you think it has something to do with that?
Fafnir will kind of pipe up and say to Ulfgar, happened once, long time ago. Lot of pain.
And what brought her out of it?
Time.
So we just wait.
Yes.
Man. According to Fafnir, we wait.
Alright. I'll just keep making sure she eats and doesn't trip over rocks. Her new outfit's pretty nice. I don't want her to ruin it. I mean, that is what's important, is looks, guys.
Not her mind.
I mean, I can't do anything about her mind. I can make sure her body's taken care of. Alright, we'll test out to see if the distance of the...
The distance does not seem to do anything. And the thing is, none of you have heard about the whispers. You know.
Well, I'm thinking it might help her, because he made the correlation that the next day we had the chest. But Okay, that doesn't seem to.
Uh,
Alright, we'll just keep going.
so let me. Signe, whenever you break out of it, it's going to be the same thing that you just hear it every night until you break out of it, at least. So we'll say it that way.
Can I
Chill.
inspect the heads
Sure.
or the containers or anything? Just like look at them, see if there's any markings on them, any like sayings, any writing on them, anything on the heads that might be identifiable, like tattoos or anything.
No. Again, the heads are are very damaged.
Like war wound damage, like a cracked skull kind of thing, or just rotten.
Some of they look scarred. One of them looks burned and darkened. One of them is basically like half rotten away.
I don't know. I don't know what this could be. These heads, it's weird. This is weird. I mean, there's only one person I know that carried around a head, and I'll look over at Chance.
He asked me to keep it.
I'm just messing. I'm just joking with you.
But Ulfgar, you get the feeling that effectively what has happened is normally you bring a semblance, like a shadow of a soul into it. But it seems like rather than whatever this being's soul truly passing on to the afterlife, whatever fragment remained of the soul was effectively trapped within the case.
Alright.
So specifically, it seems like it was made to be maybe like an advice box. That someone with the ability to cast Speak with Dead, or something similar, could basically converse with some dead people.
You know, like we all do in our free time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I understand that. I figured I should at least have to roll an insight.
Sure, it's fine. Okay. A few more days will pass, and you'll be able to make it back safely to the temple.
As we come up close to it, since we're coming from the other direction, I'm gonna try to get everyone to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Just at one of the towers that was like crumbled on one side.
Sure.
I'm gonna ask Chance. Chance, go ahead and check to make sure the path's clear.
Sure. Stealthy.
Alright, you're very stealthy.
I'll scout ahead.
Okay. Taking the path that you brought into here previously, you can see that it's a very quick, simple path, and it looks like it's still clear. You don't see any signs of anything moving in over the past, probably at this point in time, maybe even month that you've been here.
Yeah, it's been at least a month.
At least a month, yeah.
I'll come back out.
Nothing new seems to have moved in, like major. There wasn't many major predators or any kind of dangerous things in this area anyway, at least at the time.
Right.
So it seems still clear. Nothing at least has taken any opportunity yet.
I'll come back out. Seems safe.
There are now some very the goblin bodies are no longer there. That is true. They are gone.
A month, things have probably ate them.
Yes, things probably came in and took the corpses away.
Yeah, I mean at that point, I don't think that's too odd.
Scavengers.
Yeah. So I will make sure I'll make sure Percy and I pull out our necklace that labels us as friends to the lizard people.
Yes.
In the thing, and then I'll just kind of I'm gonna go to do it for Signe, but then I'm gonna stop because it's like close to her chest, and he's gonna get like really nervous. He's gonna be like,
I'm gonna come back from the back of her neck and probably pull the string up. Like it's a necklace, right?
A little bit.
Yeah, like pull it up towards her neck so you can easily get to it.
What are you two doing?
I
Being
want to make
ridiculous, I guess.
I want to make sure her
Entertainingly
amulet's
so.
on display so that the lizard people
So
in there
just
don't.
get it.
It's done.
It's-
It's done. Okay.
yeah.
It's done. Yeah, keep going.
He was trying to be a gentleman about it.
It's just a body.
It's her body. It's not just a body.
It's not
it
a
doesn't
dead
matter who it belongs to. All bodies are the same in the end.
Yes, in the end, but we're not there yet. And I would never take advantage of a lady.
What would that? What?
But she's not a lady,
Humor
remember.
me.
Why are you viewing it in that way? Unless you had those thoughts.
Oh, she is a. No, come on, let's go. We need to.
Okay. So you'll head once again into the caves below the temple. With your necklaces, some surprised Troog will be like, one of the guards will be like, you not dead?
I can't speak Draconic,
No.
so I have no idea what they're saying.
No, not dead.
Oh. Chieftain will want to know. Strong warrior.
We killed plenty
Mother
of them.
too. You killed many of squishy things? Of evil one?
Oh, those fingers are probably proudly on display right now, by the way.
They don't recognize that at all.
And ears.
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
They make fetishes,
Ulfgar.
they might.
It just
Okay.
looks like ears and fingers to them. Of humanoids. They don't actually deal with a lot of humanoid bodies, except occasionally
No.
a Kalida.
remember they don't leave underground.
No.
You know what? I don't want to be an in-between.
It still might show prowess in battle.
Who are you casting that on?
Zach.
Okay.
Come on, Signe isn't gonna talk.
No.
Chance I'm not gonna let talk.
I mean,
Can I understand it? Touch it.
yes.
Oh, okay. What are you doing? What? It doesn't make. Oh my God. They speak.
We
okay.
speak.
Uh,
You speak now.
For
that's
an
amazing.
hour.
Tell your chieftain that I come bearing a gift, and I'm gonna pull out the bugbear skin.
Ooh. This is very nice. I will give to chieftain.
Oh, and troll friend.
Like the
Oh,
troop will
yeah.
like walk up to the troll and they'll be similar sized, and like, we just thought big person, big, smooth skin.
Yes, he's a person.
Come, you give gift.
Yes. Yes.
We
okay.
celebrate not being dead.
Yes, this is amazing. Why didn't you do this earlier?
I already cast the spells required.
I don't understand what that means, but that's amazing. Oh, Vafgan, can you understand me?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
What's wrong with Sydney?
don't know.
Okay, I expected more, but okay. But it's great to speak to you, Master Dragon. All right, let's go get food. It wasn't that great last time, but
I'd like to point out, this is human. This is troll.
yeah, it's huge. It's huge.
Just so
We're
everyone
at penis
knows.
height. Zach is at penis height, and Zach's big.
Yeah, and its knees are kind of crouched.
You will enjoy being the guest of the Troog for a little bit, as they will kind of have a little bit of celebration. The chieftain, who was very reticent of you, is incredibly happy with the gift you've given them of the bugbear skin rug. They don't recognize that it's bugbear skin. They recognize that you gave them a fancy skin, like a fancy rug. That
That
rug
works.
was actually pretty well kept by Fingercutter.
Thank you, Fingercutter.
Well, I mean, when
Welcome.
when you skin and effectively stuff your greatest enemy's corpse so that you can have it, you want to keep it in good condition so you can lay upon it every day and just enjoy it.
Can you guys imagine the pandemonium that's going on at that castle right now with no
Oh,
leadership
God.
and goblins? Like, people are dying. Like,
Oh, yeah.
there's a civil
No,
war
goblins are
going
dying.
on.
Oh yeah, no. There's a lot of death. The goblin civilians who probably have scattered the four winds, what's left of them.
We did a good job. And we didn't genocide.
No! They may still have many deaths. But then again, you're not sure how many have just been living out in the fields somewhere. Away from here. Not sure.
Well, I will, before my tongue runs out, I will ask the chieftain if we could spend the night indoors. We've been sleeping in the harsh weather.
He'll offer you, like, a side cave and some rocks.
How about the one that
They're
the
comfy
guests were
rocks.
at
Yeah, the
before?
one the elves were in. What about that one?
Oh, you want to use that one? Sure, they'll let you use that one.
You said there was beds and there were
Of
chests
stone.
in there.
Of
Stone beds, but
I mean, I guess they are comfier
We can still put
rocks than the rocks they used to sleep
we
on.
can still put our bed rolls
Yeah, I got
on
a bedroll.
top of the stone
Does Signe
bed
have
to
a
make it
bedroll?
soft.
Okay. Zach will set up her bedroll and make sure she's taken care of.
Okay.
He won't feed her, because I remember last time she didn't eat the stew. He won't feed her the stew. He'll give her rations instead.
But is it nomad stew? Because that's what Signe smelled, and it smelled delicious.
Yeah, he'll just give her like a ration. He'll give her one of his rations because I know she didn't eat it last time. She was very turned off from the eating of the stew.
All right. You guys will rest tonight after having a small. You could call it a party, but it wasn't really much of a party. Apparently, like, the Trug are not party people, at least in the sense of the party that you would think of.
This is fun.
Mhm. I mean, like, there's probably, like, some, like, primitive drums made of, like, strange creature skulls or, like, rocks.
Ooh, I'll pull out the bagpipes and try to play with them.
They're not bagpipes, they are pipes.
Oh.
I never said bagpipes, I said they were just pipes. You jumped the bagpipes.
I would screw with one of the, like, the warrior that challenged me,
Uh-huh.
and I will take the immovable rod, hold it out, and say, "Can you move this?" And then I'll click it and let it go and see and watch him try to move it.
Oh, he's gonna totally roll insight.
Do I need to do deception?
Probably. Oh god, no you don't. You don't need to do deception.
So he like
Oh.
he can't move it, right?
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, and I'll move it.
Yes. Oh, you are quite powerful, warrior. Anyway, no, you had pipes of sewer, which apparently
I don't know what that is.
Summons rats, but to play it you need proficiency in a wind instrument.
yeah, it summons rats or giant rats that are indifferent towards
Hey,
you.
they would probably appreciate it.
Uh-huh.
Are they rodents of unusual size?
I don't believe they exist.
Thank you.
I don't have proficiency in
Just
it.
saying, Clicky was proficient in musical instruments.
Bring Clicky back.
He'll summon rats.
Super useful, guys.
That are
He would
indifferent.
love the rats, dude. He would be like, "I'm hungry."
Summon
Well,
a
they
sword.
are indifferent to you.
But then you summon them and start eating them, and they just swarm over Quickie every time. It's like, ah!
Worth it!
Can you stop doing that, Clicky? But it's food.
They keep trying to eat you. You eat them first.
Food. I don't understand what you can't understand about food.
See, I said goblins weren't smart.
Anyway, we'll have you folks resting the evening, now inside the caves, mostly in the way you're home, and end it here. It's it was an exciting
Can I
one.
do one more thing? One more thing?
Yes, what?
I'm gonna ask Ulfgar to send a message and see if he can. Now that we're in the cave.
Sure.
Does not work.
Still?
Nope.
Sorry, it's not getting through.
We're in between lands, probably.
Or better yet, the fucking dial-up connection.
Oh god, yeah.
Ulfgar just grabs his head. We're like, what's wrong? Oh, God.
Can't connect.
I'm getting feedback.
Please insert 10,000 gold coins.
Oh my
And
god. This
last
collect
thing-
call is just way too expensive.
Zach,
Yeah.
I think Percy is a genius.
What?
It-
And that's it.
Yeah.
And right there. Fade to black.
No, whoops. I keep forgetting it's going
I think
on.
Percy may be autistic. He's a
Wait,
genius,
we can
but
get
he
him to
cannot
become a
read
wizard. That's
people.
amazing.
He cannot read people at all.
I'll hire a wizard to train him.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
Where's Tim?
thanks everyone. It's a fun one. It was a good session. The battle scene went well. The epic battle scene.
The map helped a lot. It saved us a lot of confusion.
Yes, the map
Yes.
helped a lot. It was definitely needed for that one. And
Especially when you're shooting off fireballs.
yes, and none of you managed to die, even though a lot of damage was dealt. Emergency staff of
I mean,
healing helped a lot.
You took almost two of us down. Like you took Ulfgar out and down, and you almost took Zach down. You just got. If it wasn't for Sydney's heal, he would have been down.
Yeah, and that probably would have made Signe and Chance pretty open because both of them took the healing also.
Yeah.
It would have been nasty. Sydney had that clutch heal.
She did. She
So-
clutched you.
I have a sword.
You do have a sword.
I have a journal.
Hey, why don't we give some shout outs of things? Joe, do you got anything to shout out?
It's paper.
Usuals.
Yep.
Discuss the tabletop on Sundays.
Yep. Got anything, Mads?
I'm here.
Exactly. Unfunnyone.
I am here, and also on Fridays I play in a D&D game with a creator called Ollie Rant. I play a really disgusting merfolk. Homebrew, a lot of homebrew, but it's a fun time. It's only going to be, we only had one session so far, so it'd be a good time to catch up.
Cool. Tiv.
Hi.
Alright then. That's great discussion there. Great discussion. I'm Dracovin. You can find me here pretty daily. Tomorrow should be some gaming streams in the afternoon, and in the evening should be 7 Days to Die with a whole group of people, if you want to check that out. Tabletop stuff, as Joe said, over the weekend. And
Monday.
Monday, as long as it still seems like it's okay, we're planning to return and finish up the Star Trek one-shot because various things made it not a one-shot, and we couldn't go late. We couldn't go that extra hour or two that we needed. So we're doing... Well, I'm saying at most because I don't know how well the people will resolve things. So theoretically, it's a hour of story, but I can't guarantee that. Because also they spent, like, what I thought would have been 10 minutes in an hour, basically, for, like, the setup of it.
It took us a long time to get the bearings because not everyone is 100% familiar with Star Trek.
And then the system, too.
And we're all learning a new
It's
system.
a fun system.
It's
It
a fun
is.
system. But the
I
thing
like
is, like, I also had to get a hold of, like, GMing it, too. Because it's a very different system to GM, too.
It is. It's very RP focused.
Yes.
Very RP focused.
So it took it was a combination of factors that we took a lot longer than I was expecting. Like, I wrote a story that should have been like between 3 and 4 hours. We only had like 3.5 hours then, a little less than 3.5. So then we kind of had to end it. So we ran out of time because again, we took longer. But
Yes.
so
anyone in the audience, anyone watching this, if you're gonna GM something, make it 1/3 of the time that you have available, because players always take a long time to do everything.
they do. One shots are one of those things that you can plan it out greatly, but unless you're gonna like skip out on a lot of details, it's difficult. Just
One day I will get to play this.
yeah, a Legend of the Five Rings.
That's an
is
old
cool.
card game, isn't it?
It was a collectible card game, and now it is an RPG and a semi-collectible card game. Thanks to Fantasy Flight. And I think there was an older version of an RPG based on Legend of Five Rings back in the day, too. But
But this one is better.
Well, I mean, it's updated. Anyway.
I think we're going to lose Joe. His
fine.
hair is getting more and more crazy as it goes on.
Anyway, yeah. And other games next week. Anyway, thanks for joining us again. And I'm just bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.